Okay, so are you looking for a new place to call home near Houston, but you are not trying to be in the actual city of Houston? Well, here you go. I'm Shadrya Patton, and I'm here to tell you why Sugarland could be the perfect place for you to move. Now, Sugarland pretty much got its name from the sugar plantations. It was initially settled around the 1820s. And around the 1830s, that's when sugarcane was really introduced to the area. And then eventually, around the early 1900s, that's when Imperial Sugar Company, which many of us have heard of, that pretty much became one of the largest sugar producers in the US. That company is still located in Sugarland today. So, let's talk about 5 reasons why you need to move to Sugarland, Texas. Now, because I'm a foodie, I'm always going to start off with that. There's so many amazing restaurants here in the Sugarland area. First, there's this area that's called Sugarland Town Square. It has so many great restaurants and even other activities inside of it. A lot of the restaurants you can actually sit outside. There's games your kids can play around. There's a fountain, all types of things. Of course, they also have indoor areas as well. So you can even get your food to go and then go sit in the park, or you can like stay there. It's totally up to you. It's right in front of Sugarland City Hall, or you can eat on one of those other benches that's out there in that area. Now, one of my favorite areas and restaurants inside of there is REALTOR. There's a few repours in Houston, but this one is actually my favorite because the bartenders there are absolutely amazing. You can pretty much find any Louisiana dish that you're, well, not any, but a lot of the Louisiana dishes. I'm from Lake Charles, so you never know. They have a wonderful crawfish etouffee. That's really my favorite. The gumbo is pretty good there. The char grilled oysters. Every time my daddy comes to town, he wants to try those. They're amazing. You will want to lick your fingers, like seriously. And then my sister loves the red beans and rice there. They also have the pastas, po' boys, all those other things. And at their bar, it's a very social bar. Everybody's very friendly. You can always meet someone, meet some new friends in the city, meet people that are vacationing, and it's really like one of my favorites. The other place that I absolutely love in Sugarland Town Square is called Bar Louie. What I like about them is that they have a huge patio where you can watch people and watch activities that are happening in that Times Square area, or I'm sorry, the Town Square area. Their pasta, I think it's called a Zydeco pasta. That's really my favorite. But then they also have other dishes like my nephews love the flatbreads. You can go there on your lunch break, happy hour, or if you're a night owl, they stay open late. Like you can order food sometimes around like 1:30, depending on the day of the week. All right. So it's a good spot. Definitely check it out. The other place that I think you will love is called Churrascos. I'm probably saying it wrong, but either way, it's a Latin American restaurant. And the reason that the one in Sugarland is so unique is that they actually have a Saturday and Sunday brunch buffet, which is a really good buffet. There's a wide variety of Latin foods there, and the foods taste fresh. They have an outdoor patio seating area where you can like watch the water. I've seen people kind of canoeing out in the water before. And there's a little boardwalk to a little hotel district over there. So, anyways, let's move on because now I'm hungry. The second thing I want to point out are the outdoor activities that you can do over in the Sugarland area. Now, obviously, you want to visit the Sugarland Town Square, which I just mentioned a little while ago. The area is like super walkable. It has a diverse variety of like shops, restaurants, entertainment, all of that. There's weekly live shows or music performances, typically on Fridays or Saturdays. In the summer, it's more often though. They actually have organized toddler events and mommy and me events. You'll even see car shows there, pop-up markets. They even have condos there. I used to live in those. It's a pretty awesome area. You will not be bored if you go to that area. Like literally, if you have nothing to do, just go to Sugarland Town Square. All right, seriously. All right, the other spot that you should consider is going to a Sugarland Skeeters game. They're basically a minor league baseball team, and they play inside of Constellation Field. Inside of that field, you'll also find what's called Skeeter's Treehouse. It's kind of a children's play area, and it's a really popular destination for families that are going to those games. In that treehouse, there's slides, they got tunnels, they got other play activities, all of that. And even throughout the year, Constellation Field has activities. My favorite festival there is the Sugarland Holiday Lights Festival, which is really awesome. My niece actually performed on one of the days there because she's a dancer. But during that festival, every day it's almost like they have different themes and different activities. So you want to pull up the calendar for the holiday and see what all is going on. But definitely check out the Holiday Lights Festival at the Constellation Field. Now, the other place that you should consider going in Sugarland is the Sugarland Arts Center and Gallery at some point. It's basically like an outdoor sculpture garden. There's several projects, several sculptures there. There's local and national artists that have contributed to this art scene. The garden is free, and if you are an art lover, you got to go see this place, okay? Now, as far as parks, other things to do in Sugarland, there's so much. There's the Brazos River Park. It's actually a beautiful park. It's almost 500 acres and is located along the Brazos River. There's plenty of outdoor activities such as hiking, fishing, kayaking, paddleboarding too. And then you can even go biking, of course. There's a playground for the kiddos, picnic areas, and just a lot of open space for relaxing. The other place, I have not been to this place yet, but I've heard it's pretty awesome. It's called Cullinan Park. It's like 750 acres. There's hiking, bird watching, fishing, all of that. There's several lakes and wetlands. That kind of scares me, but people actually do love it. And if you're a nature lover, you're going to love this place. All right. The last one is the Sugarland Memorial Park. Yeah, Memorial Park. This one it's just over 400 acres, but it's still hiking. You got biking trails, playgrounds, picnic areas, sports fields. Also, that park actually has a large doggy park for pet owners. So if you're an animal lover or if you have pets, you might like that one too. You can actually, other activities in Sugarland, there's plenty of golf courses. You can enjoy a round of golf at any of them in the Sugarland area because there's so many to choose from. So I'll just give you a few of them. Sweetwater Country Club. It's of course, an 18-hole golf course. It's designed by the famed golf architect Robert Trent Jones. You'll find lots of trees, obviously, a few water hazards, and then like these bunkers that are like strategically placed everywhere. The second one is the Riverbend Country Club. It's a private golf course, and it has more of a challenging layout because it has elevated greens, but it also has like gorgeous views of the Brazos River. You also have the Sugarland Country Club. This one is actually one of my favorites. It's a private golf course, but it's very well maintained. Nice little restaurant clubhouse there. And they always tend to have events there. Like I've been there several times and they were having some type of tournament or something. Anyways, even though I love the sun and love the heat, some of you guys, you're going to want to be like indoors and you want to know what's the indoor entertainment activities that you can do in Sugarland, right? So the number one place that I think you should check out is the Smart Financial Center. Get online, find out what their calendar is, go to one of their concerts or shows there. Basically, you're going to have like Broadway shows there. There's other concerts, comedy shows, just all types of performances throughout the year. It's basically a performance venue, right? So take time to visit the Fort Bend Discovery Center. Like you'll like that as well. It's basically an interactive museum that's really designed for children to learn through playing around, and also like there's just other activities that they'll have. You should definitely check out the Museum of Natural Science, which is they have a Sugarland location. So they have plenty of interactive exhibits that you can check out. Now, all right, y'all. So the third thing that you probably want to know about Sugarland is where you should live, right? Like where are the best neighborhoods? Your best neighborhood, it's probably going to depend on your individual preferences and your lifestyle, right? So now Riverstone is basically a master plan community that is known for its beautiful homes, luxury homes. There's even patio homes over there. They have excellent schools and a lot of amenities. Riverstone has parks, playgrounds, trails, as well as like there's a community clubhouse and of course a swimming pool, right? So now the second neighborhood that I want to tell you guys about is Telfair. Telfair is very popular. it's a great mix of like urban amenities and suburban charm, and it has like a variety of like restaurants, shops, entertainment options, and several walking trails. It's also really close to I think that's the Costco that I used to go to all the time. It's right over there too. Now the third neighborhood is Greatwood. Greatwood is very well maintained. Of course, it has the parks, the playgrounds, you got the golf course, as well as there's a community swimming pool there as well. Now, the fourth neighborhood that you should consider looking up and possibly moving to is Imperial. Imperial is basically a mixed use development that is located on the site of the former Imperial Sugar Company refinery, right? So it offers like a huge variety of like housing options, including you got townhomes, single family homes, you got retail, office space, everything's over there. So check that area out. Let me know if you need any information about it. The fifth neighborhood that I'm gonna tell y'all about is called Sugarcreek. That's where my Sugarcreek Country Club is, right? And so let's see, hold on, let's see if I can get up in here. Okay, never mind. All right. With Sugarcreek, you're gonna have of course your normal amenities, right? But in addition, you have a golf course, community pool, tennis courts, several parks, walking trails. Definitely check it out. The sixth neighborhood to consider if you want to move to the Sugarland area is New Territory. Now, New Territory is a huge master plan community that offers like a lot of housing options. There's apartments, townhomes, and they have larger single family homes. The community clubhouse is pretty awesome there, as well as there's the swimming pool, several parks, playgrounds, all the normal stuff. Houston is known for like having communities that really make community, right? Anyways, any of these neighborhoods you would love to visit or even be a part of. Now, definitely visit the neighborhoods to explore the areas and find the one that best fits you, honestly. All right, y'all. So those were the first 3 things about Sugarland that you need to know if you are considering moving to Houston. Download my Houston Buyer Guide to get more information about purchasing a home here in the Houston area. Also, please subscribe, hit the like button and the bell icon to be notified about moving to Houston and its suburbs. Okay. All right, so here's the juicy one. Everybody wants to know what's next, right? So up next, you got the fourth topic about Sugarland that we need to discuss, and that's going to be schools. Obviously, there are a lot of schools in the Sugarland area. And so according to HAR.com, which is typically our MLS and how we send you guys houses, that homes and rental website, there's 36 public schools in the Sugarland area. Now, of those 36 public schools, 20 of them are rated A schools. Of those 20, only 2 of those are high schools that are rated A, and they are Clements High School and Harmony School of Innovation at Sugarland. Now, there's one that is unrated, and it's unrated because it's not opening up until the fall of 2023. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. It is the Almeda Crawford High School. It is opening up in fall of 2023. Now, in addition to that, there's 3 of them that are B rated, and those are the Dulles High School, Kempner High School, and Stephen F. Austin High School. Now, granted, I could go through all these other ones, but you have at least 6 of them that are A or B or unrated. And Almeda Crawford, everything that I've heard about that new school is that you should expect great results from that school, even though it's only opening up this first year with 9th and 10th graders. The fourth aspect of Sugarland that I want you guys to know is new construction. Sugarland is pretty well developed, so let's talk about where you can buy new construction homes in this Houston suburb. Now, obviously, you can buy anywhere in Sugarland, but specifically, where can you go and get that new construction? So the 2 main places that I want to highlight, which are building, one's almost done, but anyways, they're basically Riverstone, and the park at Eldridge. Now, let's talk about the park at Eldridge first because it's actually a newer community. It is by Brightland Homes. Um, they have not started building yet, but let me know if you're interested in the details, and I can let you know as soon as they start going. That way you can get some of that intro pricing. Now, the park at Eldridge is located in Sugar Land. It's about 19 miles from downtown. Um, it's really close off of let's say it's the corner of West Airport Boulevard and Eldridge. If you're from here, that means something. If you're not from there, that means nothing. But you're close to a lot of highways. You're like 2 miles east of Highway 6, like 6 miles east of Grand Parkway, close to Highway 90, 4 miles west of 59. So you're not right off the highway, but you can get there, right? So now you can find your new single family home in the park at Eldridge in Sugar Land. Like life is, I guess what they're trying to create there, they want to have like endless entertainment. They're going to have recreation. They're even going to have a lot of employment centers. And they're trying to have a lot of activities for families like local parks, the fishing, the boating. You should be able to hit the trails once it's up and running, playgrounds. If golf is your game, you're going to be right near Black Hawk Country Club, which is actually a really nice one. I don't know why I didn't mention that one earlier, but you'll be close by that. And then the homes there, from Brightland, they're going to have like the open floor plans and layouts and very spacious rooms is what they're going for. So we're going to see other area amenities. Again, I think I already mentioned the fishing, the kayaking, the hiking, bike trails. They're going to have the covered pavilions and picnic areas. There's going to be how do you say it? Oh, and then you're close to the George Wrench Historical Park and the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. And of course, Constellation Field and Smart Financial Center are not that far. This is going to be part of Fort Bend ISD. And so the schools are going to be Barrington Place Elementary, Sugarland Middle, and Kempner High School. All right. The next community that you need to know about is Riverstone. Most of the builders there are pretty much done. However, Taylor Morrison has some limited homes available that they're still trying to sell. These are not going to last long. So if you want to get into this Riverstone area, you need to like not wait. You need to like reach out to me so I can connect you. So it's basically the Avalon at Riverstone, 60-foot lots. This is a Taylor Morrison community, and it's going to be gated. There's like a wooded area. There's green space. There's beautiful landscapes. And it's one of their newer sections. And you're going to have like comfort. Plus, you're going to have security, right? Because it's gated, right? Prices typically starting about $900 and up. They used to start a little bit lower, but most of those are gone. So $900 and up. There's $1 million homes over here. We spoke about Riverstone earlier, so I'm not going to go too much into this. But basically, Riverstone is a great place with clubhouse, playground, parks, all of that. 5 miles from 59, which is great. And it's close by University Boulevard. All right, y'all. Now, because I'm selling Houston, here's your tip of the week. There is no question that the financial benefits of selling a house are outstanding today, right? Now is truly like a good time to list your home if you're ready to make a change. But if you do sell your house right now, you might be wondering, well, where are you going to move to, right? With so few homes available to buy right now, you're probably considering building a new home as your option. If you're not considering that, please do, because you can get some really good deals right now. So if you need something in whatever area, just let me know. So I'm going to share with you the pros of newly built homes that maybe you know, maybe you don't know. All right. The first pro, basically, if you build it new, you can create your perfect home. If you're building from the ground up, you're going to have the option to select custom features sometimes. And then maybe that's appliances, finishes, landscaping, layout. There's several different things that you'll be able to do. Some builders don't let you pick all that. Some of them do. So number two, you're going to be able to cash in on like energy efficiency. These older homes, they cost more to run the AC, right? When you're building a newer one, it's energy efficient. You can lower your utility costs. You can protect the environment. You're going to reduce like your carbon footprint that everybody always says. You can really like reduce the amount monthly that you're paying for utilities. Number three, you're going to minimize the repairs. Builders typically offer a warranty. There's 1 year, 2 year, like some things are 5 years, 7 year, 10. It just depends. Buying new versus existing homes, it typically means that you have fewer repairs to do anyways. And it can be a huge relief to know that it's really unlikely that you're going to have a repair, for the roof or replace the, fireplace or whatever. It's a good idea for everybody, right? But specifically, it's a really good idea for seniors as well as for singles. Now, another perk of buying new is that the house is not used. It's brand new, right? It's just yours. Nobody's been in there cooking on the stove. Nobody's been messing up trying to do their handyman. But Tim, I forget what his name was. Anyways, the handyman guy. But either way, just if you're interested, let me know. Download my Houston buyer guide, and then you can get some information as well about different steps and how the market is as well. So again, I am Shadrya Patton with JPAR Real Estate. Please subscribe, hit the like button and the bell icon to be notified about new videos on moving and shaking around Houston. Make sure you stay up to date on what's happening in the market so that you can know when it's time for you to move.